counterattacks as early as possible. Sometimes the counterattack serves as defense if you talk about long distance and you kick the opponent at long distance. But after the counterattacks that you do, what then? The answer is simple. One, move away, if it's possible. Leave the danger zone very quickly. And two, if you cannot do that, you do not want the weapon to stay in the opponent's hand. You would like to have possession of the weapon. So we have disarming. Now again, disarming is when the opponent cannot really function, cannot resist. He cannot attack you, he cannot punch you, he cannot kick you, he cannot stab you. It is important to understand this. The disarming is really when the opponent cannot do much. Then you can take the knife away from him, and we teach how to do that.
Next area, we're going to deal with hand defenses against knife attacks. But we want to make you very aware of this fact, that people who are victims of knife attacks often are never aware that they're being attacked by someone who possesses an edged weapon. They only become aware of that fact afterwards by either the nature of their injuries or the discovery of a knife at the crime scene. We must build effective hand defenses. Like we've seen in 360-degree defense, they must be effective not only just against punches, but if someone also has a weapon in their hand, like a knife, a screwdriver, or some other sharp object. We work on this drill, the 360-degree defense exercise, with a knife in the hand to make sure that, first of all, we have our weight in the correct place, that we're stopping the threat, the stab, at a 90-degree angle, that if possible, we try to defend with our wrist at the attacker's wrist for measures of control later on. We also want to make sure that our defense is broad enough, goes outside enough, that as the knife travels inside of the defense, it does not reach our body. Michael will demonstrate slowly a brief introduction to this type of training method. In this position, I'm making a downward type stab, first of all, to Michael's neck or clavicle hollow area. The stab is very strong. And if Michael were to make a defense with a straight arm, the stab could be redirected to another vital part of his body. It's crucial that Michael makes the defense at a 90-degree angle to stop the attack without causing any sliding. Notice how far his hand is extended to keep the blade away from his body, how he puts his head and neck inside to protect from being cut. When the angle changes to more of a sideward angle to the neck, Michael goes out. He goes out so far that the blade does not come around the defense and cut his body. In a lower position, from this position, when I'm stabbing here, Michael also stops the attack at a 90-degree angle, not allowing it to slide. From this position, his straight legs keep vulnerable areas like his torso, stomach, and groin area further away from the blade of the knife. In this final position, a vertical upward stab at a very sharp angle, Michael, too, creates the 90-degree defense far away from his body, keeping his legs straight and the target areas away from the blade. His weight is in the defense at every place to ensure an effective and very practical defense. This exercise should be performed with the knife in both hands, so we work the full 360-degree defense range. We now view the 360-degree defense exercise against the knife at full speed. We now view the 360-degree defense exercise applied to the knife defenses. In this scenario, Michael will be both defending against the knife stab, but also offering a counterpunch to stop the second attack. Now Michael will offer other counterattacks, such as knees. Notice the similarity between these defenses and our defenses against the vertical upward and vertical downward stabs. In this scenario, we deal with an attacker that's armed with a knife. We're dealing with an attacker that's delivering the attack in an ice pick downward type motion. It's a very strong stab in that the weight is being delivered forward and down. Often the attack is accompanied by a series of repetitious type of stabbing motions. John will be demonstrating how to defend against the exercise. He will be making a hand defense similar to what you've seen in the combative section in the 360-degree defense exercise series. But he will also be making a simultaneous counterattack. The counterattack will interfere with my ability to stab more than once. In this view, we can see the defense in its stages. The attacker moves towards John, raising the knife and delivering the stab. John is defending at the wrist area of the arm holding the knife. Simultaneously, he's delivering a counterattack to the chin. He will follow up with other counterattacks, grabbing and delivering the knee. Continuing to rotate the hand up, securing the wrist area, creating leverage on the back of the hand, digging his fingers into the palm of the attacker's hands, and stripping the knife away. At this point, he can kick or offer other counterattacks or retreat. Again, the stab in the defense with a counterattack, grabbing and securing the hand holding the knife, grabbing the upper torso of the attacker. Knees delivered to the midsection, to the face, bringing the hand holding the knife up, palm up, creating leverage on the wrist, digging the fingers in, and stripping the knife away. Additional counterattacks can be given before retreating